Hey, thank you for tuning in. You've reached a JD bicycle tour from hopefully Vancouver to Halifax, starting out on July 16th, 2017. And I've asked some of my friends to join me along the way. None of them would do it for the entire length across Canada, but some are joining me in BC and some a portion through the States and others in Ontario. So the first question I get is, what kind of a bike do I need to ride a long distance, several days in a row, whether it's a week, a month? And that really does vary. It varies from person to person, it varies the terrain, but basically any good quality bike will do it for you with some minor modifications. And I thought I'd show you my bikes. I've got three: a road bike, a mountain bike, and my new bike is a touring bike, a specific touring bike. So have a look at my road bike here. It's a pretty basic Trek standard road bike, standard gearing. If I was to take this cross country, and you could, an example would be a credit card tour where you're staying in a motel, carrying very little gear, eating in restaurants, that kind of thing. A couple of things I would do to it, even doing that, is probably lower the gearing somewhat, one or two levels, so that the mountains wouldn't be so difficult. The other thing, I'd probably have to upgrade the wheels and the tires. So something stronger, something more puncture resistant, larger tires. And basically you're restricted on this model with what will fit between the brake pads. Other than that, the seat is not a particular comfortable seat on this road bike. I would probably upgrade that as well. And I would look at something on the handlebar side of things as well. Probably a little more upright of a position and maybe a more varied position. Some people will just turn these up as an inexpensive way of doing that. Other than that, a few minor modifications. If you're not too big of a person, this would probably do just fine for across Canada. If you're over 200 pounds, maybe not with much gear on it. The frame is aluminum and might not be stressed for carrying, say, above 250 pounds total for long distances. So that's this bike, and it would be a few minor modifications, not very expensive, would be just fine. My next bike is a mountain bike, Element Rocky Mountain, and mountain bikes have a couple of advantages going cross country. They're generally built to a higher spec, stronger specifications, and usually very comfortable. Also, the gearing is naturally a little bit lower, so it's better in the uphill climbs. For the negative, of course, they're a little bit heavier. I would not do this on a full suspension mountain bike. This is a suspension, adds weight. Most of them have lockouts on them, but even so, you're just carrying that around for nothing. A couple of modifications if you're going to do this on a mountain bike is, once again, you want a really comfortable seat. So this one's not too bad actually. It's a wilderness trail seat, but probably not up to across the country. Knobby tires, you definitely don't want these. Very high rolling resistance, and you don't need the traction. So you definitely want to put on smooth tires on if you're going to do this on a mountain bike. Once again, your riding position, you probably want different bars so that you have multiple hand positions up front. Other than that, this bike, outfitted as it is, could carry a fairly good weight. and would be perfectly serviceable across the country. And this is my third bicycle. It's a touring specific bicycle, fairly recent acquisition. I purchased it at True North, a bike shop just north of Toronto. And just a couple things about the bike before I show you the specific parts. It is a steel frame, chromoly steel. There's some advantages to chromoly steel. It's a bit, you might think it old-fashioned with the advent of aluminum and other bike frames, but the steel is actually very, very good. It's not the lightest material. I could have gone with titanium for a fair bit of extra dollars. Steel has a couple of advantages. One is it's quite compliant for riding. In other words, it's more comfortable. A little bit of give in it as compared to riding aluminum frames. It's also very strong. One of the negatives is it can rust. So if you get a scratch in the paint or a dent, you have to take care of it and you know, sand it and paint it, and the steel frame will last you virtually forever. Other than that, on this bike, the seat is very important. There's several saddles you can get. I decided to go with the Brooks B17 touring saddle. This is the male version. Some of the people I know also will purchase the female version, which is just slightly wider. Other than that, I'm going to show you the parts up close, so just bear with me. So if I go to the back of the bicycle, I do have a light. It's a strobe steady light. Works fine, very, very inexpensive. Something that's fairly touring specific, the fender, and it comes with a little mud flap down here. It's quite handy to have. The Pannier Racks I have are tubeless. They're very good quality, and it's something you really want, good quality, are these racks, because you might have some fairly heavy panniers on here, and you certainly don't want them to bend or crack when you're out on the highway. Just a little bit of a close-up of the seat. Leather saddle. It needs a little bit of care. It will last longer if you keep it dry. I do have a cover for it, but it is very, very comfortable right out of the box. We come down to something a little bit unusual on this bike, and if I just get a little closer, I can show you the rear hub. The rear hub is a roll-off hub. It's like a mini transmission in that you shift gears with the grip shift on the right hand handlebar, and you'll note that there's no front or rear derailleurs on this bike. It's all done through the roll-off transmission, 14 speed. A couple of other things, the tires. Tires on this bike are the Schwab Marathon. I'll see if I can get that there for you. Extremely good tires, and it's something again you want, very high quality. The last thing you want is a blowout on a remote section of highway. Alright, as we come across, these silver things on the frames right here, these are SS couplers, and they actually unscrew. There's two in the frame, one on the top and one just below the water bottles. And these unscrew the frame to make the traveling with the bicycle very simple. You can basically fold this bike down to about the size of these 700mm wheels. It also comes with a special wrench to make sure it's nice and tight. Cranks on this bike is race face, extremely good. Pedals are, I believe they're the Shimano 520s, and I prefer the clipless pedals. It gives you a nice power transfer with a smooth pedaling stroke. We'll just come around the other side of the bike, and something else I think is important are the brakes. When you're going downhill and you got a big load on the bike, you really want a good set of brakes on, and these are obviously disc brakes, front and back. This little stand it's sitting on is called a click stand. It's a pretty handy little thing. It's like a tent pole. It actually folds up and can hold the bicycle up. For the handlebars, basically a mirror, very useful. I have bar ends on mine. It just gives you another hand position, which allows you to maintain some comfort on long stretches. This is where my video camera can go if I decide to put it on, the one I'm holding at the moment. This is a bell for doing the trails, or if somebody's in front of you, you want to get their attention. I have a map bag that goes here, handlebar bag. This is my headlight. It has various settings. And the twist grip, 14-speed twist grip. Go down to the front wheel again, and we check out the front hub, Shimano XT. Again, the disc brakes and the tubeless Pannier Racks here for your panniers. So other than that, that's a quick look at my True North touring bike. Okay, that's a quick rundown of the my True North touring bicycle. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them. Obviously, it's my personal belief you can ride virtually across the country on any reasonable quality bicycle, as long as it's comfortable. And the better part spec you can put on the bike, the more serviceable you'll be day to day in your trip. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments and suggestions. Would be appreciated. Okay, thanks for watching.